So, continue to take it day by day, knowing this strange, surreal insanity of Donald John Trump just even being relevant, culturally relevant. I thought he was a has-been 25, nearly 30 years ago. But it's going to continue. And it's this looming thing. An elderly old man with dementia who was never that bright to begin with. A book was written about the fact that he's a sociopathic narcissist. He's a famous confidence man, famous for being racist and sexist and stupid and just kind of a whore for publicity, and then becoming a game show host, and then reigniting that racist fervor many, many years ago now. Final day in office, he attempted to overthrow the government. He's now a convicted felon. A long, long, dubious life. He did inherit a shit ton of money, though, that he used to buy stuff with. Yeah. Great companies that would go bankrupt, but he wouldn't have to declare personal bankruptcy. Yeah. So, I was such a young child when I knew that person was bad. It was because I was going to church and stuff, learning about the teachings of Jesus. Brian, are you familiar with the teachings of Jesus? You claim to be. You claim to be. You're very boastful about it on your Facebook and your persona and stuff. That's what I always knew you to be. That's kind of why we connected. But you voted for an antichrist, bud, and you boldly declared it. So like what now? We're just supposed to like suck it up and deal with it. A man with few to any redeemable qualities. Yes, he's a human man, and we all have frailties, but yeah, Trumps are abundant, and I failed to think of anything really redeemable about the man. What I find redeemable about him, I suppose, is the fact that he's so unredeemable, and so obviously so. Who are you fooling if you think that your core belief system is the teachings of Jesus, and then you proudly, boastfully proclaim your allegiance to Donald John Trump, an inverse person? He chose his own life, and he very much advocated a certain thing that certainly wasn't in any way, shape, or form in line with the teachings of Jesus. No duh, no shit, though. Why do you need a guy like me to tell you that? I don't really identify as Christian anymore because of, well, this kind of shit. Like, if you're that fucking confused, then I don't want to be associated with that, So I'm a follower of the teachings of Jesus, and I confirmed that when I was 12. Drifted away from the church many years ago because it was this sort of thing, this undercurrent throughout, not everybody, every congregation or whatever, but like, thou shalt vote Republican thing. And like Brian, my old buddy Brian, was one of those that bought into it at a way too young of an age. I'm not thou shalt vote Democrat. No. Tend to, because I tend to be about like, forgive our trespasses, we forgive those who trespass against us. Cure the sick, feed the hungry. Deliver me not from temptation, but deliver me from evil. Deliver me from evil. So let's not engage in evil acts just because you're scared of someone, Forgive our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. So no, we're not going to build a wall in the middle of the fucking desert because racist people are scared of Latinos. Walking here without paperwork. They didn't fill out their paperwork first. That's what it means. An undocumented immigrant, illegal immigrant, is an immigrant without paperwork. That's it. There's ways to get it. There's a process. It's harder to abide by the process when you're poor and desperate and seeking refuge. But no, you're going to proudly, boastfully proclaim you're pro-Jesus, but also very pro-wall because, like, I don't really, I've never quite understood the mental gymnastics going on there. They like pro-violence and hatred and cruelty. Trump, his attempts to appear quote unquote Christian or in line with are strange and weird because he's just so aloof to the basic human understanding. He's a very pitiful man and has been for quite a while, but he does have a lot of money, and so for some people that's all you need. I need quite a bit more for someone to be the leader of a country. I don't really give a fuck how wealthy you are. That doesn't really mean you're an awesome person. Amongst the wealthy class, there's certainly, if that was like the requirements, you'd be a wealthy white guy. There's certainly other wealthy white guys that are far superior to Trump in compassion for fellow human and stuff. He's kind of bottom of the barrel even amongst the top 2%. So, but he got 71 million to vote for him because he was presented as one of two, even though he's one of 10. If he's one of 10, should finish in 10th. If he's one of 10,000, 10,000th. He should finish in 10,000th because that's what he is. Famously so, history is going to condense his biography to a short paragraph, and the day-to-day nonsense of trying to follow his everyday bullshit will seem unnecessary. Like, we will be able to condense his biography at some point, but it's if we can constrain him from trying to do the things he wants to do. But he's already let it be known that, he is indifferent to the plight of the people and indifferent to the rule of law and order. Matt Gaetz was his nominee for Attorney General. But the ethics report will be released by Congress, hopefully, detailing Matt Gaetz's various misdeeds. People voted for Trump. They voted for the con man that wants to use the power of the federal government to avoid prosecution for his crimes, appoint people that are also going to bend the rules to cater to their own personal interests, get out of their own legal liabilities. And that's it. They're not really engaged in any actions that are going to benefit people. They'll say that the stuff they're going to do are going to benefit you. That's it though. That they'll say that they'll benefit you, but no. Deporting all kinds of people and draconian laws, no, that doesn't better people's lives. It creates a lot of resentment, fear, anxiety, tension, and that's kind of the goal anyway too with them. But each day is a new day, and there's, many that, of course, did not vote for fascism. And, of course, there's many that voted for fascism that didn't really realize that's what they did or are in denial about it or whatever the fuck. They certainly don't want fascism. You explain it and lay it out what specifically it is. You'd be like, oh, no way. I would never vote for that. But that's what a vote for Trump is. So, again, denial about it or whatever, we are where we are, where we're facing a reckoning, and it is coming. So it's going to be a mindfuck of all mindfucks next several months, but until we can overcome Trumpism, and embracing of bad, embracing of darkness, fear. One should learn to breathe more. Calm the mind. And hopefully we will get through this peacefully. Love and logic will prevail. Trump and his lackeys will be restrained, but it is going to be a dogfight. So yeah, keep your mind limber, stay sharp, breathe in each day, and God willing, we'll get through this peacefully. Amen.